used to determine the level of toxicity in products, and they are used to check the safety levels of products designed for humans. Today I will be talking to you guys about why animal testing is unethical, alternatives to animal testing, and ways we can prevent testing on animals. Animal testing should be banned worldwide because of its negative effects it has on millions of animals. An estimate of 26 million animals are used in the US annually for commercial and scientific testing. And the reason why I chose this topic was because I forgot to ask the question. I didn't know anything. I didn't know my daily products that I use were tested on animals, and it kind of surprised me how a product that's like $7, which means nothing to me, but costs an animal a life and causes them harm and pain. So I will first discuss why animal testing is unethical. Animal testing is unethical according to PETA.org 2011. Top 5 reasons to stop animal testing. It's unethical because why sentence 100 million animals to a life in a laboratory and intentionally inflict pain, suffering, and loneliness? And according to Leavitt, U.S. Health and Human Service Department 2006, 9 out of 10 experimental drug tests fail on animals, therefore making it wasteful and just harming the lives of the animal. And when I say wasteful, it's if it doesn't work, then the animal either dies or they just leave them in the laboratory and they have all these diseases and they're still in pain. Now that I've discussed the unethical issues of it, I will now tell you about alternatives for animal testing. There's different approaches that are often quite cheaper, effective, and quicker than animal testing. According to prosandcons.org 2016, pros and cons of animal testing. In vitro or in-glass testing is another alternative that requires the use of human cells instead of animals. So you're not using animals at all because, as you guys can see here in the diagram, human cells are used, and then they add the drug to the human cell, and they can predict the toxicity of the product on the human cell. And according to Doki, Alternatives for Animal Testing, a review, 2013, computer models and simulations are also a different alternative that mimics the human body, therefore not needing the dissection of an animal you can also determine the effects of the drug or the product or the chemical that you use for the experiment. Now that I've talked to you about the unethical issues of it and the different approaches, I will now discuss ways to prevent animal testing. The first step, of course, as I just said, is to use tests that are more reliable and accurate. And by using those tests, such as the human-related test that mimics the body or a cell, it makes animal testing not necessary because there's another solution for it, so why harm other animals for it? According to PCRM.org 2017, first step you can do is contacting chemical labs and trying to persuade them to use alternative human-relevant methods, such as the ones I stated, as well as, according to Geary.org, alternatives for animal testing, supporting companies that promote alternatives or buying products that are cruelty-free, checking the label to make sure it says cruelty-free and not tested on animals it's the initial steps that we can take to stray away from animal testing. Now that I have told you guys of ways to prevent testing on animals, these are pictures that I included. These are cruelty-free brands that we have right here. They're mostly cosmetic ones that I found online for a picture. Colgate for my teeth, you know, and kind of gotta find an organic solutions as stated. And so now you know more about ways to prevent the testing on animals. I've talked about the unethical issues of animal testing, different alternatives and approaches, and ways to prevent it. Animal testing should be banned worldwide because of its negative effects it has on animals, has on millions of animals worldwide. And my recommendation for you guys is to do research on the products that you have in your house that you use on a daily basis, as well as watching the film. It's an independent film, and there's a fee of $5 that you have to pay for it, but it gives you guys a first-hand perspective because they're interviewing humans and then the non-humans, which are the animals that experience the animal testing firsthand, and it's called Maximum Tolerated Dose.